Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Nittany Lions will put toe to leather and will get started. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. The give to the lone running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, give on the inside. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's McFadden. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Nittany Lions want to move quickly. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I think he does a really good job on this 2nd down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better 3rd down. That's a play you can continue to run even on 3rd down right now.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Makes the catch. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Oh, Much like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt, missed the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. They're working that left side. Breaks into the open. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Sprinting away. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will put total leather to crank us up. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down. He's strike downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. Inside. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Still on his feet at the 40. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll try the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
Makes the catch. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Now, this is a receiving group that is making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Pick off! What a play by this defense. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kane. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Bears the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
2nd down coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
The Volunteers are marching down the field. Quarterback may change this route. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Off the RPO, complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteer. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Got it in the middle. It's McFadden.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running to Green. Turning it on. Made a defender miss. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. A little release to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
The Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires complete on the crosser. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, both teams doing some early work, and now they'll try to add to this 21-14 lead across the 25. There he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the ground, it's McNeil. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's in open space downfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's McNeil. Finds a crease at the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll use their running game on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with touchdown Penn State! Fitted in the window for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Well, down close 2nd and goal like this, you got to find your best matchup. Really nice play call. Looked like they had the defense on their heels there. That was a nice touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Got his man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
Got his man on the right. Off and running. The 30. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown ball.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game.
And it's blocked. Picks it up. That's a live ball. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. The 10. He takes it all the way back for the 2.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Davis. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Quick release on the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, running back on the move. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they need.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Reads it, fires complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. It'll be a draw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Kane. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Penn State. The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he puts through the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Volunteers will hustle to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. They get to him as he throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Vols will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Skips away from pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
The Nittany Lions need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. At the 40, there he goes. Bust through behind his pad. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after it, and he shows you, man. That's why he's dangerous. That's why this offense is always one play away from getting to the house.
So here is the Tennessee offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
The give to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. The run to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Plows through the defense. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football. Make sure you get them on the ground.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Runs through the tackle. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll get rid of it. Find space on the right. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Got enough for the first down. Turning it on. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can. Turns on the Jets! And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I...
He's got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Tight end now in motion. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by a field goal over South Carolina. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll leave it with him. Nice move to keep running. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Racing to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Making side adjustments here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll ride the hot hand. Makes a man miss. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down the 14-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll try it over the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to take a shot. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Makes the catch. It's Davis. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice gain for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
Right back to it. Can't get him to the ground. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try the run. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Volunteers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number 1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice in the...
Oh, a lot of space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. possessions, they've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And the Vols come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Working that left side now. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Going for it all. This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no, he's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's into the 25. They'll test the right side. Shoots his way for more. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Makes the grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Davis. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Out of bounds at the 36, and that's a first down.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. to the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect.